Hello everybody, SlimKirby here and welcome to this month's SlimKirby Central Update. Last month I took a break from the video update to do a written update instead, but I'm back in full swing this month as I talk about all the different things coming up for the YouTube channel, Twitch channel, and any other projects I'm currently working on. This will be the last update for 2016, so let's make it a good one. Before we get moving to YouTube, there are two things I need to mention first in regards to upcoming dates and deadlines. The other day I posted the voting video for the 2016 Project of the Year for my channel, so if you have not voted yet for that video, please go to the video description, click on the link, follow the video's instructions, and vote on your favorite projects from this year. I love the process of making this video because it gives me lots of insight into what you guys are thinking about my YouTube projects, and what projects you liked in particular. It's very valuable information for any content creator like myself, because I can use that info to continue making enjoyable videos and projects for you guys based on the way you respond. It's also just fun seeing the results and data of that fashion because I'm such a statistician as it is. Anyway, please try to get your votes in before December 26th, as that will pretty much be the deadline for the voting, as I need to actually make the video before December 31st, which is when the video will go live. If you've already voted, you don't need to worry about this, but if you know anyone who hasn't voted yet, make sure you spread the word. I would really appreciate it. Second, on January 5th through January 8th, I will be in National Harbor, Maryland once again for Magfest 2017. This is the one convention I go to every year for sure, and it's always a very, very good time. It's a very chill and gaming environment. I enjoy going there with all my friends, seeing and meeting other YouTube content creators, and of course getting to talk with and meet all of my fans as well. If you would like to go to Magfest, unfortunately it's very unlikely that you'll be able to go at this point because hotels are probably fully booked and tickets will be dwindling as well, but for anyone else who is going, I will be there all 4 days of the convention, so if you want to stop by and say hi, feel free to do so. I love meeting fans, and I've been told that I'm very approachable when it comes to that kind of stuff, so don't be afraid to say hello. Say hello, get autographs, take your picture, whatever you want. I'm always very accepting of that. I'll also be updating Twitter very frequently with what I'm doing and where I'm going, so try to use that to track me down if you can. But yeah, those are all the immediate things coming up, so let's get moving to the YouTube side of things, shall we? So because I've already talked about Project of the Year, I don't really need to focus on that, so I can squarely talk about YouTube projects in general. With the end of Mario Party DS, Super Paper Mario has officially started and will be around for the long haul. I don't think it'll be as long as Sacred Stones was, but I think it will be lasting through quite a bit of the early 2017 months. Wario Land 3, on the other hand, its days are numbered as I finish up the remaining extra videos this week, with the last one being uploaded on Saturday. Super Paper Mario will not be alone for long though, as I will be starting a new project on Sunday. I'm not going to reveal this project in order to keep it a surprise, but I will say something. It's very, very familiar. It's a game I haven't touched yet, but it will be very similar to another game I've done on my channel before, even around this time of the year as well, to give you another hint, I guess. You won't have to wait long for this project. As I said, it'll be in a few days on Sunday. But if you want to unravel the mysteries, please be my guest. It's not really too hard to figure out, especially if you look at some of the highlights of this year. Hint, hint. As far as other projects are concerned, I won't be starting a new weekend project until 2017, so it'll just be these two projects for a few weeks, but I'll try to keep things interesting with other uploads here and there as well. Speaking of which, as far as important dates are concerned, on December 31st, as I already mentioned, I will have the Project of the Year video, and because I'll be having that video, I'll not be releasing anything else, so all of my normal projects will not be uploaded on that day. And as far as December 25th and Christmas is concerned, I will be doing my usual tradition of not uploading any project videos on that date, but there may be a special video on that day if I can get what I have planned working. It's hard to tell at this point though, so I'm just going to say not to expect any uploads on that day just to be safe. But there could be something. But just, again, don't assume. That's all I'm saying. Don't assume, because there may not be something. And chances are it's looking like it'll most likely not be an upload on that day. But I'm going to try to do my best to make sure I get that thing ready. Again, it's really hard to say just because I need to get this one thing working and it's not really coming together the way I want it to. But who knows? Stranger things have definitely happened, after all. But yeah, I think that's really all I need to mention as far as YouTube is concerned, so I think I'll move on to something else. Just make sure you get your votes in for Project of the Year, and stay tuned to that video in general, as I will be hinting at some big projects I want to do in 2017, much like I did for this year. Last year I hinted at Ocarina of Time, Mario Galaxy, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Super Paper Mario, and I will definitely try to hint at some other projects, some other big projects coming in the next year, so you definitely do not want to miss that. Things have been kind of silent on the Twitch front, but that's only because I haven't done anything on the Twitch front for an entire month now. I took a break last month as I was kind of getting burnt out from streaming, but I do have plans to start picking it up again very, very soon, starting with a special stream coming in about a week from now. I still haven't really decided how frequently I want to keep streaming though, so don't expect things to go back to exactly how they were beforehand. YouTube is and will always be my main base of operations, and I don't want my streaming to mess with that. Please understand that. Anyway, on December 23rd, 2016, I will be having my first stream since my break started back in November. This stream will be another Name That video game tune event like the one I had back in October. I had a lot of fun with that contest, and I would like to do it again for you guys, so as a treat for being patient with me in my Twitch channel's hiatus, that will be the first thing we'll return to. I'll have a video up very soon about more details about the event, when it's going to happen, like time-wise, and stuff of that nature, but it will be happening on the 23rd for sure, and it'll also probably be happening in the late afternoon, early evening, so just try to free up some time and come on by. It should be a lot of fun. You can just come by, listen to video game music if you want, and you can compete with other Star Warriors. It's a good time. Even if you don't play, I think it's a good time, because again, it's listening to video game music, which honestly is a very, very, very good pastime. I would also like to start the Dgimon World 1 streams as well, as it was about a year ago when I streamed Dgimon World 2, and a lot of people really, really enjoyed those streams, and they were really a lot of fun for me to do as well. With how the holidays are falling though, I'm not really sure when I'll get around to starting that, but I would like to do the first stream of that game before I go to Magfest for a few days. So it'll probably be maybe a little after Christmas, before New Year's. I don't know, we're just going to have to see what happens, because I really, really don't know right now. The holidays are such a busy time as it is, so I'll try to keep you guys updated on Twitter, and possibly during my Name That video game tune stream as well, when that might be. But yeah, I would like to do that first stream very, very soon, because I want to see what Dgimon World 1 is all about, since I have not played that game yet. Aside from that, just be patient with me as I ease back into streaming, because I really don't want to get burnt out like I did last month. Things like retro achievements, ROM hacks, and various other ideas are still in the mind, but I don't want this stuff to stress me out either, so I hope you guys all understand that it's going to be kind of easy going as I kind of build back my streaming confidence, I guess you could say. So yeah, that's kind of what things are going to be like for the next month or two, so just be patient, and who knows, I might be back up to speed sooner than you think. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. So as far as the website is concerned, I have made a decision in regards to a future personal project of mine. I'll still continue with the normal site updates, like updates to the LP archive and Question Corner, but during the past month, I did gain some inspiration from the most recent Simpsons marathon that was on FXX from Thanksgiving Day to like December 7th. Next to gaming, The Simpsons is probably one of my most greatest passions, being a TV show that's been with me since I was a baby and grew up pretty much alongside me during my entire life. I think I showed this connection pretty well during my Simpsons Hit and Run playthrough and various other Simpson games I've done on my channel. And during the marathon, I was really getting into live tweeting during the episodes, making little write-ups, talking about the episodes and my experiences with them, and also mentioning little fun facts here and there as well. It was a lot of fun, but also very discouraging because there was no way I was going to be able to do it for every single episode due to having to sleep, record, do chores, interact with people. It was during Thanksgiving after all. So it just really wouldn't have been possible. So instead of fixating on the live tweeting aspect, why not actually do that on my website? This way I could start from the very beginning, work my way up through all the seasons, go at my own pace, and also give me free range of stuff to talk about as well. So yeah, this is something I want to start doing, especially once we get into the new year of 2017. But maybe as a bonus, since the first episode is a Christmas episode, maybe I'll try to upload an example of what I'm going for around Christmas, so I can get that first episode out of the way, and that way you can kind of see what I'm going for as well. And also just to give you an idea of what to expect from this series, and, well, aside from that, that's really all I wanted to mention. That's kind of in the works. I'm really excited about it, and I'm honestly really curious to see how far I'll go with it. I'd like to be able to keep it ongoing for as long as possible. I mean, hell, Simpsons themselves are still going as we speak. Like, they're not ending anytime soon, it seems like. And I don't know if I'll be able to get that far into it, but even just getting through, especially a lot of the first seasons, I think would be very good, because those were the seasons I grew up with, the seasons I've seen numerous times over and over and over again, and then maybe we can start just barely dipping into some of the later stuff too, and kind of seeing how I feel about that stuff. So yeah, that's kind of what's on my mind right now. I don't have any other major ideas that I want to really start putting out there. If there are, again, any ideas I want to talk about or things I want to talk about, I'll go for it, but I'm not going to try to fixate on it or really stress myself out with it, because, as you guys know, I want to focus squarely on my YouTube stuff. I want to keep that stuff going no matter what. All this other stuff, while I think it is important, I do see it as kind of bonus stuff anyway. I want the main focus to be on my YouTube channel. That's just the way I feel, and I hope you guys understand that. But that's going to pretty much do it for YouTube, or not YouTube, for my website. So let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. Okay, next up we have Puddle Plains HD. Got a very, very quick update here. The project that has been taking an entire year to get ready is finally almost completed. The last episodes have been finally commentated on, and it should be up and running very, very soon. That's honestly really all I have to say, so stay tuned for that, and also for more videos to be created at Magfest 2017, as all of us will be there once again for more gaming goodness. Gonna keep it short and sweet on this one because I don't want to spoil too much or spend too much time on what's a very, very short update. So let's go ahead and move on to the shout out of the month. Okay, this month's Star Warrior Shoutout of the Month goes to a really, really good friend of mine and someone who has continued to work really hard on his YouTube channel for a very, very long time. Probably around the same time I started doing YouTube as well. And that individual is none other than Praised Scooter. I met him a couple of years ago. I've had the great pleasure of meeting him in person. Heck, he was the person that helped me get to Magfest this past year and is probably one of the nicest guys you will ever meet on the YouTube front. It's hard to really talk about what projects he's currently working on because he probably works on more projects and completes projects faster than even myself, and that's already a huge, huge increase in the amount of work. One of the main things he has been working on is a Nuzlocke run of Pokemon Proud Eyes, a hack of the original first-generation Pokemon games. He also does a lot of Think Fast first impression videos, Fan Friday videos, a lot of vlogs, just a lot of different content you can check out. He also recently has put up a GoFundMe page, which you can find on his channel, so if you want to support him further than just a subscription, by all means, I encourage it because he is such a good guy. Really looking forward to seeing him again at Magfest, so yeah, that's Praise Scooter. And as always, you can find a link to his channel in the video description. Check him out, he's a really, really great guy. Okay, that's going to do it for the last SlimKirby Central video of the year. Before this video closes, though, there is one last thing I want to ask you guys in regards to this series. Now that I've done an entire year of SlimKirby Central, kind of on and off since some updates were mini updates and I had the written update last month, still, for the most part, I've had an update every single month for an entire year. And I want to ask you guys basically some questions about what you think about this series and how I think I should move on with this series into the next year as well. Would you like for me to continue doing the once a month updates? Do you think the updates should be spread out amongst every season again like I used to? Should I only update when there's only big news coming up, or should I mix it up a bit where I have the video updates every season and do written updates during the other months like this series was originally going to be? To be honest, it's been really bothering me a lot that making updates videos have gotten to be like more of a chore for me than it should be. Especially because I used to nail these videos no problem back in the day. But again, that just may be because I've done so many that I've burnt myself out with them this year. I really have no idea. Even this video took its fair share of attempts to record, and even in this update I've kind of stumbled a little bit. But I also have a lot to talk about as well, so really I don't know how to proceed from here. So if possible, I would like to see some input before I promise or decide anything for January, and I'll make a decision as we get closer to the next update. And please also give input for anything else I can do to improve your viewer experience. Not just for this update series, but even with the channel in general. I do value all input, positive or negative, as it helps me grow as a content creator, but also as a person in general. So please just give me your thoughts in the video description or video comment section below. See, I'm stumbling right now in the middle of this. So yeah, just please give me your input. I would really appreciate it, and maybe I'll make some changes in the coming year. But still, it's been nice giving constant updates to you guys, giving you guys kind of some insight to what's going on through my head, how things are going to be progressing. It's also been a good tool to point at people saying, oh, you want to know what I'm doing next? Well, I kind of talk about it a little bit in this video series, so you can check that out. So it's been a very helpful tool. It has gotten a little tiring to do at times, but it's also been, I think, really good too. It's been worth doing these updates. But again, give me your thoughts on them, because I would like to have as many opinions as possible moving on to the next year, because I'd hate to kind of get stumbled like I did last month, and what I'm kind of being stumbled this month as well. But again, it could just be, again, a lot of stuff to talk about. Really don't know at this point. And for everyone else, please have a good holiday season and a great rest of the year. I know this year hasn't exactly been stellar in a lot of regards, but I feel like the best way to get through a dark time is by staying positive and upbeat about the things you are happy and passionate about. That's what has kept me going for almost 10 years of YouTube now, and it's probably going to take me through many other years as well. So I wish for nothing but the best for everyone else as well. Thank you for your time, your viewership, and all your support you have given me for so very long. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you guys later in 2017. Later, folks.